penny means so much to me because I want my kids to live in a country that reflects our values. I grew up in a working class family, my parents living paycheck to paycheck, several jobs each, and it's not that fun just to get by. And Kamala Harris promises an opportunity economy where we're not just gonna get by anymore, we're gonna thrive. All of us deserve a chance.
You know what I'm really tired of? I'm really exhausted of being preached at by Democrats, and honestly, at this point, take your pick, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Jessica Alba, about how they grew up working class or grew up in the middle class or grew up with a single mom. I don't care. Frankly, if you're a millionaire today, the fact that you grew up in the working class is irrelevant. You know, if you want to go write a memoir about where you came from and how you did it, like, go do that. Go make a blockbuster film about it. But don't bring it into politics when you're a millionaire today, because it's irrelevant. You do not understand what it's like to be working class or middle class today in 2024 America, just because you grew up in the middle class allegedly 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. What does that have to do with anything? How are you going to improve my situation? How is Kamala Harris going to improve my situation? Because you know what? I am still working class. And not only did I grow up in the working class, I'm still working class. And I don't frankly even know if I'm middle class. If I am, I'm at the bottom rung of the middle class, okay? And more importantly, my aging, wonderful parents struggling with disability and that kind of thing, they're still in the working class. And trust me, it doesn't bring me any joy or pride to not be able to say that I raised my parents out of their situation, that I raised them out of the working class, that I maybe, bought them a home or something like that. It doesn't bring me pride or joy that I can't say that. But that's the reality of the situation, And you telling me about how you grew up in the middle class 30 or 40 years ago, frankly, has no bearing on the situation today. And I don't know a lot of things, but what I do know is that my life was more affordable under Donald Trump. My life was better under Donald Trump, and I was too stupid to realize it until summer of 2020. I hated him for no good reason until summer of 2020. I didn't realize how bad things could get, even in the U.S. And frankly, the last 4 years of the Biden-Harris administration, I have realized how bad things can get, even in the U.S. And trust me, I know that they could get a whole lot worse. My life has gotten less affordable, frankly, unaffordable, under the Biden-Harris administration. And Kamala can't seem to decide whether she's tied to Joe Biden's policies or whether she's not, and she's a new page and flipping the page and something new. Which is it? Nor can she specify what exactly she is going to do differently than Joe Biden, who again has made my life unaffordable. An example, Democrats just make life less affordable. And then they turn around and tell you can't complain because you have white privilege. Which, by the way, my skin color has never gotten me anything anywhere in life. When I lay my head down at night, I still have the same problems as anyone else. And frankly, those problems have been mounting since the Biden-Harris administration. I'm blessed in a lot of ways, able-bodied, have a family who loves me. I'm an American. But you'll notice that none of those things have anything to do with the color of my skin. My color of my skin has not risen me anywhere in life at all. Democrats make life unaffordable. I live in Los Angeles. Democrat controlled since before I was born. And I understand that Joe Biden isn't sitting in the White House maniacally controlling the gas prices. But again, Los Angeles is under Democrat control. And I know that Joe Biden moved us away as Americans from being energy independent. And what I also know is that I have not seen gas under $4 a gallon in Los Angeles since early 2021. About summer 2021, started moving to $4 and above in LA, and it's never gone below that. And my entire life prior to, ever since I had my license, gas was 3 something. The thought of it being 4 something, 5 something, even 6 and 7 something a gallon would have been unheard of until, again, the Biden-Harris administration. So the proof is in the pudding. My life was more affordable under Donald Trump. And what I really like about Donald Trump, among other things, is that he doesn't pretend to be something he's not. He doesn't try to give me all the feelings. He doesn't try to falsely bridge this gap between us and pretend like he understands things about my situation that frankly he doesn't. He doesn't give me lip service about being blue collar or coming from the working class or kitchen table issues or the union, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't do that. He just tells us how he's going to make America great again, how he's going to improve American situations. And again, we saw it happen in his presidency. We saw it happen. We felt it happen. We feel what it's like for it to be worse, for it to be different. So I don't need you to tell me about how you grew up. I need you to tell me what you're going to do to fix the everyday struggling American situation now and how life has gotten more unaffordable for all of us. That's what I need from you. And Donald Trump gets that. Also, what is an opportunity economy? You know, because it sounds really good, just like most things that Democrats say. But what does it mean? Because under Donald Trump, again, my life was better. Under Donald Trump, I was able to save for the first time. I was able to have a little bit of breathing room. Again, I was too stupid to realize it, but that feels more like an opportunity economy to me. Can Kamala Harris or any one of her surrogates actually specify what these opportunities are? How it's gonna be different than the Joe Biden administration, which again, she can't seem to decide whether she wants to be tied to it or not? Or are you just going to give us lip service and fluff about the opportunity economy? And you know what? Struggling Americans, no matter their ideology or skin color, they see right through this BS because we feel it. We feel how our lives have gotten worse. We feel how we're paycheck to paycheck, how our lives have gotten more unaffordable. And it's not because we're living above our means. It's not for lack of working. It's not for lack of working multiple jobs in my case. It's not for lack of trying. We see through this, and I hope that it is reflected in the results of this election. That is my prayer. Because all Democrats want to do is sit around and seem nice and seem compassionate and say nice things. But at the end of the day, where are the results? The results are bad. And Donald Trump, he's not so good at saying nice things, really, you know? But the results are there. And I'll take that any day of the week.